Welcome in English class. Hope you're fine. Keeping you healthy and safe inside your home. Okay, let's start our online education. It is a second lecture today, and we are continuing. Yesterday we already took the formal letters by audio, but now we continue with our first flight book from NCERT. That tiger poem, a tiger in a zoo. Okay. The Tiger in a Zoo, written by Leslie Norris. He is a poet of this poem. Okay. Students, most of the time we visited zoos. Okay. And we saw so many wild animals in the zoo. They are just packed in a cage. Those animals actually live in a jungle, very they enjoy their freedom. But when we see these animals in a jungle, can you feel that pittiness? No. Actually, generally, so many people feel happy or maybe quite feel satisfying. Yeah, wild animals are in the cage. That means we are safe. Just we are thinking in the same way. And most of the time, rarely some person are thinking about that. These wild animals must be in a jungle. Why they are in a zoo? But we are afraid of all these things, and that's why we can't think these things again and again. But the poet Leslie Norris mentioned the same thing in the poem Tiger in the Zoo. Okay, so let's read the poem. In this poem, actually, poet show the contrast. The poem is contrast a tiger in the zoo with the tiger in the natural habitat. The poet moves from the zoo to the jungle and again back to the zoo. It is a kind of, they mention whole condition of the tiger in this poem. So let's start. Actually, whatever the things are there, first I read the one stanza and then I explain you, okay? He starts in his vivid strips, the few steps in his cage. On pads of velvet quiet, in his quiet rage. Okay? The 4 lines, one stanza is there. You can see in your textbook also, students. So I have mentioned actually I just first explained the things and then again the hard words also I mentioned. Starts means to moving quietly in the cage but in a threatening way. Okay. Vivid means a bright and clear. Strips that are long and narrow bands on the skin of the tiger. Okay. Most of you are seeing these things. Okay. In his quiet rage. Rage means anger. Just you think about that. We are suffering from in a current situation. We want to move here and there very freely, but in this corona pandemic situation, we can't move that kind of, we can't enjoy the freedom when we are enjoyed it, but we are locked in a home. Just think about that. The animals who are living in the jungle very freedomly and actually enjoy the things in the jungle. And tiger, the animal, was a king of the jungle. Every animals are just get scared about this animal. But this animal, tiger, are just packed or in the compact zoos cage. So what his feeling we can actually realize it now in this condition. So we can this poem is actually compares between the situations when the tiger is in a jungle and when he is in the zoo. So same both conditions we are actually experiences. Okay. So in that first stanza, poet compare the things when he just mentioned the situation when a tiger in a cage. Most of the from our childhood, we are seeing that the tiger, when we see in a cage, he just ferociously wandering here and there. That condition in the first stanza, Lawrence mentioned things. Okay, so hard words actually I told you. The first is start. STALKS. Start means to move quietly. And threatening way. Threatening way. That second word actually mentioned here. That is vivid. Vivid, no need to write. Okay, still I will just mention. Bright and clear. Okay. And the third one, next is pad, strips, you can already know. Rage. Anger. Students, you have to note all these things. Keep with you your textbook, first slide, and notebooks also with you. Okay. So you can write this hard words in your notebook also. So in first stanza, already discussed the things. There, when the tiger is in a zoo, what is the condition of the tiger when he in the zoo? So let's read the second stanza. Okay. He should be lurking in the shadow, sliding through the long grass near the water hole where plump deer pass. Okay. Then in the second stanza, poet mentioned about he should be lurking in a shadow and sliding through the long grass near the water hole where the plump deer pass. Means in the second stanza, he described the situation when a tiger, he is in the jungle. Okay. And he mentioned that when he are in the lurking means hiding. When the tiger in the jungle, he just hide herself to the tree and watch another animal, his prey, and he want to attack that animal. So at that time he should be lurking in the shadow, sliding through long grass, and he moving through long grass. So it can't be visible easily when long grass is. So actually the condition is in jungle. So long grass is there. Most of the time trees are there. So behind the tree he just check out which animal came. So most of the time tiger attack on a deers. We already know about that. Okay. Near the water pole. Pole means actually a pool. So in every jungle there is a kind of pond or pool is there of water for the animals, and all animals are gathered because thirstiness, hungriness, these all the natural temptation comes in animals also. So when that temptation comes, he came to that water pool or water hole where the plump deer pass. Plump means chubby, have so much flesh and strong deer. And in the second stanza, poet describe about the situation when the tiger in the jungle. Okay, as this first few lines he mentioned that his description goes from zoo to jungle and again from to the zoo. Okay, so now the describing situation is from jungle. So we can understand it is. It is a long hide, grasses are there, shadows are there, and behind the trees and the grasses, hiding and just he waiting for his prey. So when comes the tiger, when they come in a deer, a plum deer, not a normal deer. Plum deer, the deer who has so many flesh and chubbiness in his body, so he can eat it easily. Okay. So in the second stanza, the word is there. Actually, next word. Actually, you write down the things. I immediately cleared it. In the second stanza, the word lurking. Lurking means hiding. Okay. And next word is hole. We already know about that. So I will give you. Why we waste time? Plum means chubby or fleshy. You can, in the by situation only we can understand chubby means fleshy. Okay. So in the second stanza, poet mentioned the situation, described the situation in when the tiger in the jungle. Okay. The third stanza, he should be snarling around the houses. Okay. Let's continue with the third stanza. He should be snarling around the houses at the jungle stage, bearing his white fangs, his claws, terrorizing the village. Okay, so this situation again from the jungle. Okay, continue with the second stanza. He should be snarling around the houses means to make the angry or warning sound. Snarling means when he wandering here and there in the village, he makes a sound to warn the people, I am here, I am the king of jungle. And he make the sound likewise so people can terrorize or fear. At the jungle age, means in the corner of the age, when where the jungles are ends and the village are going to start, at that point he wandered and make a snarling, means kind of sound which are terrorize or feeling angriness. Okay. Bearing his white fangs. Bearing means white, showing his fangs. Fangs means the teeth are in a front side, which also known as cannons. Okay. The teeth are there. They can easily tear the prey. Okay. So these are fangs. They showing the fangs and his claws. Actually, claws having a pointed nails by which they can attack to the animals and tear the flesh. Okay, and terrorizing the village. So why he wandering at the edge of the jungle? To terrorize the village. So no one can human beings enter in the jungle. At the edge of the jungle, he just wandering and showing his teeth and showing terrorizing to the and give the experience of fearness to the village. Okay. In that stanza, third stanza, there are also some new words. Snarling. Snarling means warning sound. Or you can say as the to make angry to another person. Okay. Next now, bearing. Bearing means showing. Terrorizing. Create fear. So in third stanza again continue to follow the second by the poet is about the jungle. Okay, in continue he mentioned about that he actually when the tiger in the jungle, he terrorized to the village also, not only the animals, to terrorize the human beings also. So not to enter in the jungle, it is my place or it is our place, animal's place. Okay. So continue. Let's continue with the fourth stanza. Fourth stanza. But he is locked in the concrete cell, his strength behind the bars, stalking the length of his cage and ignoring visitors. In again fourth stanza, the poet Russell Norris describing the situation which came again to the zoo. He compared the things, the animal which is the king of the jungle, he wandered to terrorize the village and animals and just snuggling behind, lurking behind the trees and the grass to attack the prey or waiting for the prey. These kind of animals, when he are in the zoo, what kind of the pity condition of the tiger is, but he is locked in a concrete cell, means cement walls are there and he just locked in the cage. His strength behind the bars, his all strength are just locked up behind the bars in the zoo. Stalking the length of his cage, just from one corner to the next corner, he just walking, whatever describing in first stanza, same situation. Ignoring visitors. Ignoring visitors, it is a kind of situation when we are already in another dilemma, when we are in another condition, we are thinking about in another situation, and someone is just staring to us or seeing to us, then we just ignore that person, because our realization, our temptation or our thought process is in another way. So kind of dilemma condition, so we just ignore the things and continue with our own work. Same situation he just describing by the poet, that ignoring the visitors. So many visitors are coming and they're just watching, they're enjoying to see the animal, the king of jungle in a concrete cell, and they're laughing and just seeing and continue. So these kind of situation, he seems like is regular to the tiger. Just he ignore the things. Okay. When what happened when we are in a helpless condition? Okay, some situations are there in our life also. So we want to try something and getting to the things as a perfect, as point to point. We are trying first time, second time, third time, again and again. But finally, at the in one situation, एक ऐसा time आ जाता है. At that time, we feel, let it be. We can't do at the things, can't change the things. Now, let it be. So this situation is there with the tiger. He just seen the persons. He thought maybe he thought like that someone came and opened the jail and the cage, and he get freed from the jail cage. But most of the time happens, human beings are came just seeing, so visit to the jungles, visit to the cage, just seeing or staring the tiger, and they continue to the next cage. So in situation again it repeated. That time the tiger was ignoring the visitors. Again same situation comes in our life also. Okay. So in the last stanza, he hears the last voice at night. He hears the last voice at night, the patrolling cars, and the stares with his brilliant eyes at the brilliant stars. He hears the last voice at night. Means we already know about that. Most of the times our policemen, those who are patrolling at night, they are wandering in all colonies by their car and making a kind of sound, and they just take a round and go away. So that is till it is now 2:30 or 3 or maybe at 1:30 or 2 o'clock, it is the last round, it is fixed. So after that they take a snap or take a small snap and again continue with the at 4:30, 5 o'clock at the morning time. So that last that voice mentioned by the Norris, the last voice at night, means the kind of bell or kind of siren he heard, and then the patrolling. Who's that voice? It is a patrolling car. The police was patrolling or go around everywhere to check is it okay or all these things or not. Then and the stares with his brilliant eyes. Then he again stared at the patrolling cars with the brilliant eyes, at the brilliant stars. Means like a brilliant star, bright stars are there in the sky. They are staring to us also. The whole night they are in the sky. So likewise, whole night the tiger just staring the patrolling cars, taking a round, and the stares with his brilliant eyes. With his brilliant eyes, sharp eyes, he just watched. Okay. So the whole poem was explaining about the condition, about the pity condition of the tiger who live in a jungle, enjoy the freedom, but when he are in the zoo, what kind of condition are changing in our life. So lesson for us, the situations are changes all the time in a life. The situation are goes change. So same conditions we are facing now. This is corona pandemic situation. We can't think about that before. We are locked up in our own house with our own family. Not only a single day, but 2 or 3 months. It is not a limited day. We can't assume, we can't predict the dates. But government are just giving us hope. 15 days lockdown first, then second again 15 days, and again the next 15 days, and now it is 1 month. So was June to 30 June. So also government gave a hope us the situation get changed. The nature is there in our life. The situation always changes. So the tiger, who is the king of the jungle, who enjoy his freedom in jungle, whatever he want to do, he do in the jungle. But when he locked up in a cage, what kind of situation is there? But still he is staring, and he is waiting. The situation will be changed. So there in this poem we can take a lesson of hope. So situation may get changed in both conditions. In a first condition, when we are very wealthy, when we are very prosperous, when we feel very happy, and that time also we realize that this situation also can be changed. And when we are in a very pretty condition now, in a pandemic, we are thinking now, means when we are very happy, for still 15 days, we are enjoying with the family life, eating another recipes and all the things. But when the days are going too long, 2 months, 3 months, we feel bored. We want to see new faces. We want to wander here and there, whatever we want to be. But in that situation also, we must take a hope that this situation also change. So from this poem, we can learn that so get a hope in every situation can change. Okay? Thank you, students. Bye. But before going, I just want to I want to tell you about that. Read this poem again. Note this all hard words in your notebook, and the thinking about the questions are there. The thinking about the poem. There are 3 questions are there, so you can solve yourself. And when we are resumed to the offline lectures, I will share it, and if there is changes, and I can give you again this question in a perfect way. Okay? So take care and Bye.